Today I'm going to go ahead and be unboxing this new MELODYSUSIE UV LED lamp. I'm super excited. It is rechargeable and cordless, so I'm like super excited. We also do have these two gel polishes. These are so pretty. I love the packaging. It reminds me of those porcelain type of plates. Here's the packaging. Alright, so now let's go ahead and quickly unbox the UV LED lamp. So excited. This is actually my first time opening it. I'm hoping it's actually charged. So we do get their instruction manual first. Then we have their warranty information. We get their power adapter. Here's how the lamp looks. Absolutely stunning pink pastel colors. It isn't too big and it isn't too small. I actually think it's the perfect size. It's so nice. So here's how the lamp looks. It's rechargeable and cordless. It does take 2 hours to get it fully charged. I do love that it's cordless. Honestly, it just helps save so much space on my desk, and obviously it does give it a cleaner look on my desk area. It is a 48 wattage lamp, so it is the perfect amount of wattages that you need for it to fully cure your gels. So you go ahead and just press and hold for a few seconds. Automatically it turns on. It does have 3 different timer settings. We have 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and 99 seconds, which is also a low heat mode. It does also have an LCD display displaying the seconds that you're at and also the battery percentage. I do love this specifically because when using cordless lamps, you do need to make sure that your lamp is actually well charged. I would not let it get below 2, just because simply if you're running it on 1, it's probably not going to cure your gels fully, and that can also cause contact dermatitis. So you're able to easily monitor the battery. So right below here we do have the detachable base. At the bottom here we have 3 silicone pads. This is perfect so it's not moving around in your desk. Again, honestly, this little feature isn't necessary for me just because I do have silicone mats all over my desk, so it keeps everything very sturdy. But if you do have a different type of desk with no mat, that's honestly going to help it just stay in place and not move around. So it does have that smart sensor. It's going to just turn on automatically when I place my hand in there. So here's how the inside look. It's kind of like a trapezoid here. My space right here to be a little bit bigger, simply because I can often just hit it. I feel like it's just way too low. That's the only thing I would say that I personally don't find the best. And the detachable base is, so here is the detachable base. It is white. The one thing I prefer all my lamps to have is a reflective base. It's just going to help me cure my gels, just because mainly I always have curing issues with a base like this on my thumb or my pinky. It doesn't just cure fully, so I would probably apply foil to that to fix that issue. It does have a pattern here to help guide you on where you should be placing your hands so you can fully cure, so I do love that feature. It would be like this, and then your left hand would be like this. You have the 3 little magnets here, and then inside this is how it looks. We do get a 30 UV LED dual light lamp beads. I think they're actually placed very nicely, and you're probably able to cure your gels pretty good. So I'm excited to see how it's going to work with hard gel, poly gel, all of that, especially because poly gel, you guys know, it can be a little bit hard to cure it fully if you don't have the right lamp. So I'm actually interested to see how it will cure poly gel as well. I will be using it throughout my videos. This is going to be my main lamp. And yeah, I'll give you guys any updates on that. And I think it's just the right size. It doesn't take up too much space, and just being a cordless is going to make my whole entire work area look very neat, specifically just because I also have the cordless nail dust collector. Honestly, my space area is just going to look so much better. I am starting to take people in to do their nails as well, and I think this is honestly just so much better. I'm able to have my nail dust collector here, my lamp right here, and then my 8 right about here, and there's literally no cord. The only cord that we have is basically this one, and honestly it just looks really, really good. So I did also get some of their gel polishes scents out, so I'm excited to try these out. We have the color P29 and P33. These are 15 milliliter bottles. I honestly really love when brands have 15 milliliter bottles. I'm tired of little small bottles. I have a bunch of little small bottles, and I honestly am just trying to get rid of them at this point because they're useless. So we have the color P33. Here's how this looks. It's honestly super pretty. Let me get my lighting a little bit more here. So here's how the color looks. It's this gorgeous tan, and then it has a little bit of some iridescent gold. I do love the rounded brush. I feel like this is such a useful kind of bristle, especially to get around the cuticle area. Look how beautiful this color looks. Now for the smell, it does smell like these sort of things I usually put on your table for fall and Christmas. I'm not sure of the name. So this gel polish line in particular is a plant-based. It's free of HEMA, HPMA, TPO, and those are the most common allergens found, especially for DIYers. I know there's a lot of DIYers are getting HEMA allergies. So I do recommend to try out this gel polish line. It's absolutely amazing. It's also 21 free of harmful substances and chemicals and all that. So it's honestly just amazing. So here's how the red looks. It's absolutely really pretty, really nice coverage as well. And honestly, this one smells exactly like roses. I am a huge fan of roses, but the smell is a little bit overwhelming for me. But here's how that looks. Alright, so up first, we're going to go ahead and be molding a little charm here that I do not have. I'm going to be using the solid nail glue gel. Here's how it looks. And again, you do want to use gloves. And what I use to actually mold it when using solid nail glue gel, it's different from carving gel. So do wear gloves. And into a bottle here, I have 70% isopropyl alcohol. You can also use water. I think water is also going to work fine. And here I'm just going to rip off kind of a little piece that I need. I'm using foil here and a little nail, so I'm able to just stick it off and place it on the actual nail that I actually want to place it on. So here, it's pretty easy to mold a strawberry, to be honest. I do have these silicone pens. They are honestly terrible. They will literally come off, literally. I honestly hate them. But they do work a little bit, I guess. They're not super sturdy. But here, we're just going to use that to quickly mold a little strawberry. So here's how my little strawberry looks. I'm going to go in and cure it for only about 10 seconds. Alright, so I'm going to grab a little bit here. As you can see, it's a tiny amount. And I'm going to actually remold it again. Using a cuticle pusher, and again, just spray a little bit of this on there so it doesn't stick. Equivalent. I'm going to remove the excess. So onto my palette here, I'm just going to grab some of the color P29 from MELODYSUSIE we're just going to use some of that to go ahead and just color in the strawberry. Just a little liner, just honestly just splatter it on, paint it. I did not paint it fully all around the edges, only on the top. After that, I went ahead and cured that for 16. Next, we're just going to grab some white gel paint and using the dotting tool, just go ahead and draw some little dots, ovals, whatever you want to call it. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and now turn on my lamp and I'm going to just go in and cure it for 60 seconds. Next, I'm going to go in with some green gel paint. Again, just going to use my dotting tool to pick that up first. And using a liner brush, we're going to go in and start off by the stem. And then we're going to also draw the little leaves as well. I actually recommend to first do the leaves. After you've done the leaves and the little stem, and then go in and do the little white specks. Honestly, I wasn't going to go for a realistic sort of strawberry. I noticed that on the inspo pic that I wanted for this set, they just honestly looked pretty cartoonish looking, so that's what I was trying to do. Again, if you don't have no charms, literally just do it yourself. So next, we're going to go ahead and cure it. So I do want to again inform you guys about this lamp. I wanted to set out whether you're doing press-ons or you're doing a set on yourself. So this press-on stand is the one that I honestly recommend you guys see. It doesn't hit the lamp. Again, I showed you guys that the lamp is a little bit low, so you do have to be careful when doing press-ons. This kind of stand as well is pretty good. You guys can see it's pretty low. You still have some space. It's not hitting. Your nails are not going to get ruined in the process of you just leaving it in the lamp to cure. You guys can see I'm just showing you guys that. Here's how the strawberry looks. You just have to be careful, to be honest. After a while, you kind of get used to it. But yeah, that's how that goes. Now next, I'm going to show you guys the press-on stand that I do not recommend to use with this lamp because it's just much more higher. This one here, I do not recommend it. It's a little bit more high, so you're most often are going to end up hitting the lamp there and messing up your nails. So other than that, use the previous ones that I showed you guys, not this one here, because you might have some issues with that. I'm just letting you guys know because I did do some press-ons earlier with that stand and it messed up. But yeah, this is the one I recommend and the one that I showed you guys previously before the other one, the thick one. But yeah, I went ahead and just cleared that for 60 seconds and boom, you're ready to go. Once you're done with that, we're going to go in and apply some top coat to the little cherry charm. Then go ahead and do a full cure of 60 seconds. After that, you're able to just remove it right away from the press-on stand there. Since we did do it on a nail, it has a slight curve, so it's just going to sit perfectly onto the nail that we want. As you can see, you guys can just peel that foil off. And boom, you're ready to go ahead and just apply it to your nail sets. Now here I do want to show you guys that the lamp does indicate when it's at low battery. It's just blinking. You guys can see that little battery indicator there. It's blinking and blinking, so I did go ahead and fully charge it. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get ready to do our gel set. When it comes to doing my gel set and prepping my nail tips, I love this MELODYSUSIE Cordless e-file. It's my favorite for exactly this. It's literally the length of a pen, so I honestly really love it. It's pretty lightweight, and I love using this kind of bullet bit to go ahead and etch the underside of these nail tips. Just like so, and remove any dust using my dust collector on there. Here's how it looks, and I'm making sure it fits the length of my natural nail. Go ahead and continue doing that to each and every single nail tip, and this is going to help with your adhesion. But yeah, next we are going to be doing a peel off base coat, just because I do not plan to wear these set in particular. So I'm just applying a little bit of tiny amount of vitamin E oils around my nail beds. Once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and grab this Gellen peel off base coat, and honestly this worked amazing. I strongly recommend it. It is pretty thick, but yeah, here's how it looks. It is a peel off. I will be leaving a link down below to this, and we're just going to go in and apply it to each and every single nail, one very thin coat, and then go ahead and then cure it for 60 seconds.
I found somebody, I say you don't cross my mind, and she doesn't know that your favorite place is still mine. Now I take the long way home.
Now to apply this gel set, I'm going to be using my Model 1 6-in-1 nail glue. Here you guys can see all my nails are already prepped and ready to go. I also do recommend getting a flash clear lamp. This is the Sidewinder lamp by Painted Desert. You guys are more than welcome to use my discount code at checkout, PRIS10. It's portable, rechargeable, flexible, literally just a lifesaver here. I'm just going to apply a slip layer first, and then we're just going to apply some excess at the cuticle area, just like so. I'm grabbing a little bit more. I feel like this nail glue in particular, the 6-in-1 nail glue by modelones, it's very kind of like runny, so you do have to be careful. To be honest, I go ahead and just lay my kind of nail tip downward so it's not spilling everywhere. But yeah, go ahead and turn on my lamp first, 45-degree angle, gently press and hold, and before it reaches the end of my natural nail, I go under my lamp first, and then I go ahead and just slightly press a little bit, add a little bit of pressure to the nail tip so it reaches the end of my natural nail. Flash cure, and that's basically it. Turn off my lamp, and we're just going to go ahead and continue proceeding to the next nail. One very thin layer first, apply the excess at the cuticle area. In this one in particular, my nail is a convex type of nail, so when doing this one, I do have to just apply a little bit more.
I found somebody, I say you don't cross my mind, and she doesn't know that your favorite place is still mine. Now I take the long.
So first turn on your lamp, 45-degree angle, very gently. Just making sure I apply a little bit of pressure to help reach that end of my natural nail. We're going to go under the lamp and flash cure for about 10 seconds. Then I'm going to go ahead and let you guys enjoy watching the process of me applying each and every other nail.
I found somebody, I say you don't cross my mind, and she doesn't know that your favorite place is still mine. Now I take the long way home, avoid what I can't let go. I don't always think about you, but sometimes I do, 'cause sometimes.
Next, I'm going to go ahead and quickly turn my lamp on, set it to 60 seconds, and we're just going to do a full cure. And that's basically how the nails turned out. Absolutely gorgeous. We're going to go ahead and trim this set just a little bit. So here's how the length now looks. Now we're going to go in and turn our nail dust collector to the lowest speed. Honestly, I really love that it's rechargeable and cordless. It just saves so much space in my desk. And yeah, I'm just going to go in and just lightly buff the nails only. I'm not going to be doing too much. I'm not going to seal the cuticle area just because, again, I do not plan to keep this set on. I am kind of mad with Gel X. I feel like Gel X is very thin no matter if I were to add a builder gel layer on top or anything like that. I just honestly prefer polygel nails. They're not so heavy, but they don't feel like too thin either. But yeah, here's how they look after. I did do a moon cut on each of the nails, if you guys can tell. And next we're going to go and just apply 70% isopropyl alcohol to remove any dust. So here's how the nails look after. We're going to go in with one thin coat of the color P33, absolutely stunning color. And yeah, we're just going to go in, coat each and every single nail. I did 2 coats of this, and then we're going to go in and do a full cure of 60 seconds.
Soon after the sun is up, before the day is over, I will be yours. Loose laughter softens up tension in my shoulder. Let's take a.
And so after curing, here's how the set looks. It's absolutely a beautiful color. I noticed I had no inhibition layer at all. They were just super glossy. Like you guys can see, I touched it. You guys can see they're super glossy. I really love that feature a lot. Using my Nails by Def Hella Cute liner in the dotting tool, we're going to go in and place on my palette the color P29. Just going to grab a little bit of that and just plop it right into my palette, just like so. And then next we're going to use this color by MELODYSUSIE, the color 994. It's just kind of like bubble pink kind of color, and we're just going to drop some of this onto my palette as well. And we're going to go ahead and just start by going in and just applying it directly with the gel polish brush there. And we're only going to do, I would say about 1/3 of the nail, just because I want to save the time of me using my liner to do that French tip there. So just go ahead and do that. Next thing, I'm going to just go ahead and do my little French tip. Nothing too, difficult. I think it was a little bit hard, honestly, at the beginning. I forgot to use my hand rest, and I was literally working above on the air. And yeah, after that I went ahead and grabbed my hand rest for the rest of the nails, and I was like, why was it so difficult to do a French tip? But then I just realized it's because I was basically just working up on the air. But yeah, I am gonna go ahead and fill that in, all the little crevices, and filling that French tip in, and then we're gonna do a full cure of 60 seconds as well. And so for the rest of the nail, we're going to go ahead and continue doing basically all of the nails are going to be French tips. We're just alternating between the red color and the pink color as well.
Soon after the sun is up, before the day is over, I will be yours. Loose laughter softens up tension in my shoulder. Let's take a walk. Let's go get lost. You know I can't go alone. From the north side pavement, and of course I gave it. You know I can't go
So here's how my French tips look after. Absolutely beautiful. I did have to apply 2 coats to the pink ones just because the gel polish wasn't as pigmented. But next here I'm going to go in and draw one thick line using the pink gel polish there. Then on the other side, we're again going to do a thicker line there as well. Then once you have that, we're going to do 2 thin ones as well. And just like so, go ahead and cure that. And now we're going to do 3 thicker ones there, just across now. Then go ahead and do a full cure of 60 seconds.
These days, I don't really care for all that empty conversation. No, these days, I don't care for competition. You're the one that's racing. No, I don't really want to talk about what I got coming out next. I'm not showing up to one up just to show up in front of your friends. I don't really want to meet you out just to have something to post about. Lately I get real exhausted by the thought of having to pretend that I had a good time with someone who's just interested in what I got and not who I am. I ain't got the energy. No, no, I ain't got the energy. No, I ain't got the energy. No, no, I ain't got the energy. No.
And so here's how my line work looks after. I think honestly it took me about 4 hours to just do the lines alone because I was working with my non-dominant hand and it was honestly pretty tough, but I did do it. But next, using a dotting tool in that red gel polish P29, we're just going to go in and just draw some red dots. It can be any kind of size. We're just doing very randomly, just right around everywhere, the French tip part only. And then go ahead and then cure for 60 seconds. So here's how our base now looks. It's pretty simple, to be honest. And now we're just going to go ahead and now apply the charms. Next, go in and apply one very thin layer of top coat. I'm using the one by Born Pretty. And without curing, we're going to grab our Mystery rhinestone glue. And directly from the tube, we're just going to apply a little bit of that on there where our French smile line is. And then grabbing our little cherry charm we made, we're just going to place it right about there. Move that around. Once I have my placement down, I'm going to go in and do a full cure of 60 seconds. On to the next nail here, we're going to go and apply one thin coat of top coat as well. And again, without curing, we're just going to go in and apply onto the little bow charm some rhinestone glue onto the back end of it. Pick it up with your tweezers and place it onto the nail. Then do a full cure or flash cure first, and then do a full cure of 60 seconds. Usually I would recommend to seal your rhinestones, your bows, everything all around it. But since I'm not going to wear this set, I decided to only just do a little bit of rhinestone glue and not seal the edges. But again, that is something I do often recommend, and I do have a full tutorial up on how to do that. Lastly, here again, same thing, top coat. Do not cure the top coat, apply your charm, and then, yeah, pretty simple. And yeah, I'm going to let you guys enjoy watching the rest of the video.
Soon after the sun is up, before the day is over, I will be yours. Loose laughter softened up tension in my shoulder. Let's take a walk, let's go get lost. You know I can't go home from the north side pavement, and of course I gave it. You know I can't go home all alone. We could stay.
And so finally, now we're at the last nail. We're going to go and turn on our lamp and then go in and do a full cure of 60 seconds. And here's how the set turned out. Absolutely gorgeous set. It reminded me of strawberry shortcake so much, to be honest. It looks super cute. The only nail that I did change was that one here. Other than that, the rest, I honestly got it off of the inspo pic. I really wanted to do this set. It just looked really cute. Not what I would typically wear, but I did want to go ahead and try it out. But yeah, this set was honestly so much fun. I obviously really love this lamp. Like I said, 100% recommend it. There's only 2 things that, of course, I gave you guys my opinion on. But yeah, again, don't forget to use my discount code at checkout, Priscilla Top, to save 12% off your entire purchase. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to let me know any questions or comments you guys may have. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And yeah, see you guys next time. Goodbye.